morning, good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Lots of sunshine today. We packed up. It's like 6 o'clock. It's a beautiful, gorgeous morning. The moon is behind us. The sun is in front of us. It's starting to warm up. We're starting to thaw out and dry out. And I say starting to because we got a long way to go before we're dry. It thunderstormed last night until about 1 a.m. And then the wind blew all night long. So yesterday we heard some farmers killing some coyotes or whatever it was. And coyotes were out circling, and we were in our tents. So all is right with the world. We got 23 miles to do today, and then we'll be we'll be wherever we need to be at that time, at that point. So I think today is Friday. Not quite sure. So we get a high spot. I think there's a signal. We'll try and call Sean and see what his plan is, and then go from there. Our next pickup is Colossal Cave, and that's 43 miles in the future. So we got 43 miles to go before we get there. That's for the next box. That's not including if we meet Sean on Saturday or Sunday, which hopefully we'll meet him on Saturday, but you know, things happen. Anyway, we're hiking. Woo, it's beautiful. And you know what Moose always says?
Smash that like button. Right up and down.
Yeah? Why is that? Because it's and I'm gonna fall on my ass. Okay, so decisions have been made, and they're not your normal ones. We're at a road. This is FR 8763.5, and we're hiking 3/4 of a mile toward AZ 83. From that, here's the plan that we know it so far. And this is all going to change in about 20 minutes. We hike 3/4 of a mile to Arizona 83. Then we stand there for half an hour and hitch a ride. Huh?
The deal was an hour.
An hour. The deal was an hour. So we stand there for 1 hour. And as we stand there for an hour with our thumbs out, smiling pretty, and I mean, he's going to have to smile pretty because everybody knows me. I ain't got none of that action. So we stand out there for 1 hour. If we do catch a ride, poof, we come back here. Or if we don't catch a ride, we come back here and we continue on the trail. None the worse for wear, just an hour off. And a mile and a half added. But if we do catch a ride, we go to Sonoyta, which is 10 miles down the road. Then we have to catch a ride back out of Sonoyta, which again is another 10 miles. So, and we're going to try and do all that before nightfall, because, you know, why not? Creature comforts, etc. So that's the plan as it stands. There will be more from the road. Okay, so 20 minutes into the wait out of an hour. You're lucky, Moose.
You've been standing there for 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Well,
this fine young lady,
3/4 of a mile up the hill.
fine young lady stopped by the side of the road, and now we're on our way to Sonoyta.
Yes, wine country.
Wine country.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's where I'm going. Yeah. Best country.
And what's your name?
I'm Shanna.
Shanna.
Yeah.
So Shanna stopped and picked us up, and we are on our way.
Yes.
10 miles down the road, and we'll be there sipping on a glass of wine before we know it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, and there's the cut. Yeah. And the spread. Let's see. Oh, snap. That is good. Oh, you got a grin on your face. Look at that.
Water, it's 4-wheel drive, has has the auxiliary pump, so you can actually do pump and roll operations. But it's also designed for regular structural firefighting, where we actually have the regular pump, and we can pump up to 1,250 gallons a minute of water.
Jeez.
We'll be out of water pretty quick, but yeah.
Isn't that's like, how many swimming pools is that?
1,250 gallons?
Yeah, that's like
not very much.
an Olympic swimming pool, like a,
Oh,
you know?
no, they're 1,250. This carries 1,200 gallons of water, so that's a Olympic swimming pool is probably like 10,000 gallons of water.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, because that right there, that's our water source. That's a water tender, and that's 4,000 gallons of water. So, yeah.
Man, and we carry a gallon on our back, and we feel like it's heavy.
Yeah, so, yeah. Which is kind of a common style of especially for wildland firefighting. And this is what, 500 gallons? No,
600 gallons.
650. Oh, 250. It's bigger than 250. I thought it was bigger than that.
Jeez almighty.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking the Type 30.
Small tank, small nozzle, does
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, yeah. Small.
You guys have a lot of brush fire.
Well, it depends on the season.
Look, they got a dead guy.
Hiking the Appalachian Trail.
Oh yeah.
There's the landing zone. These guys got their own helicopter department. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, that's not for horses. Okay, the little purple thing is for training with the Jaws of Life, and this has got propane in it. Yeah. Then of course, there's another one. Ah, gotta love a good fire station. Look at all the water. Man, that's a lot of water. Yeah. Okay, you're not even gonna believe this, but so we did. we made it into town, and we made it into town. Lady took us in, and you probably already saw that already. And then we made it out of town. Well, stopped by the fire department. But what you didn't see is a whiskey distributor gave us 2 shots of whiskey, which was super nice. Thank you very much. We got to eat a burger by Chef Adam, which was pretty good. 2 different kinds of burgers, even though it was advertised as one, which was pretty good. And then we're hitchhiking out of town, and this little old lady in a Ford Taurus, a Crown Vic, that's what it was, a Crown Vic, pulls up, opens the door and says, "I'm going all the way to Tucson."
To the pot shop.
To the pot shop. They won't, I'm out. And apparently the rule in Arizona is that you cannot grow marijuana unless you're more than 60 miles away from a dispensary. And she said, and I'm more than 60 miles away. They won't let me grow it. Anyway, she was the sweetest little lady. Great trail angel. So now we're back on the trail. Oh, and the bet was that we could get back on the trail by 3 o'clock. And poof,
I won! Again! I won to get into town, and I won to get us out of town.
So, needless to say, if you're hiking with Moose, you gotta do 2 things. You gotta listen to him when he says to go into town,
and hit that like button.
Shadows are getting long. It's almost 4. We're still hiking. There's a wash that promises maybe water. We don't know. We might die of thirst at any second. Moose is behind me. He's behind me. And we're at the top. The last time he was in front, he nearly killed me. Oh, so actually that's not true. We started going up and he was like, all right, you're in front. Which is usually the way it works out. But we were looking for a wash. And when I say a wash, I mean, I see where the trail goes, way out there. And it says water. We got about a liter combined, which is enough for dinner. But you know, you always want a little more. Anyway, we're hiking. Woo! So we're going downhill at an extreme rate. Bunch of switchbacks. Switchback! And the moose says if it's called a wash, then that means there has to be water. Because there's got to be water in a wash. You don't wash with dirt, you wash with water. So therefore, yeah, who knows what's down there? Oh, there's something down there. It's green and mucusy looking. Who knows? All I want is a flat spot to lay my head right now. Not that bad, but it's close. And it's getting that time of night. So, we're coming up on 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it gets dark at 6, and it gets really dark at 6. Even though there's a full moon out, usually the clouds are covering it, and there's been rain for the past 7 nights, or 8 or 10. No cow walked up here. Yeah, that's a long way down. No, I'm not looking over. I'm going to keep walking, not looking over. There are hoof prints up here, though. So, anyway, we're going to keep going, and I hope we don't die. Okay, so we found a good camping spot, apparently. It's right near this fence, if you can see the fence in the distance. In between the fence, on the left-hand side, is a black heifer, and on the right-hand side is this big, ginormous brown bull who is right there looking at us. Oh my God. Oh, dear God, I hope I don't die. It's a strong possibility that this may or may not be good for anybody.
What up, big boy?
Don't tease him.
Dude, he's got chicken legs.
He may have chicken legs. I just got to get to the gate. That's all I'm thinking. And there's the gate. Oh, they can smell fear.
Very happy with this.
Oh, we made it. Oh, look, there's the perfect camping spot. Right there. Right next to her. Oh, yeah. That's genius. We found camp. There's Moose. Bend over, Moose. If I don't start, there you go. All right. So we found camp. Nice little area. It's flat. We're underneath this bluff, kind of protected from the wind. There's a bunch of cows around. Who knows what we're gonna wake up to tomorrow? But it's kind of flat, sort of flat enough to enjoy, and we're gonna enjoy it.
You can camp right in town.
Yeah.
Put that on gut hooks.
Oh, gut
Well,
hook.
that's what the guy from the AZT told us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we told him about the blazes, and we were like, you know, the first passage, it's really unmarked, you know.
Especially right
and
by the
signs are
tub.
Really, like, they've either been busted and moved.
Yeah.
And we went off the trail. There was groups.
And there was so much snow.
There was groups of people that went off the trail up there, and
Oh,
so
shit.
when we came into town, we were like, "Hey, man, fucking, this is what." He's like, "Any improvements?" We were like, "Yeah, you need to at least make the first passage more." There's so many offset trails off of that first passage that you could end up anywhere. We did. We ended up walking